Hi, I'm Abie Longstaff. I write the Fairytale Hairdresser books, all about someone called Kittie Lacey, who's a fantastic hairdresser in Fairytale Land. Today I'm going to talk to you about Thumbelina and how Kittie helped her. So this is the Fairytale Hairdresser and Thumbelina. Kittie Lacey was the best hairdresser in all the land. Today there was an extra long queue outside her salon. It was nearly time for the flower festival and everyone wanted a special floral hairstyle. And you can see lots of people waiting to see Kittie. Look, there's Humpty Dumpty and Mr. Gingerbread Man. Sleeping Beauty and Prince Florian wanted roses in their hair. Rapunzel asked for a long plait of ivy. And Mr. Gingerbread Man chose a giant foxglove to wear at the festival. Suddenly there was a flutter at the salon window and in flew Bluebird with Thumbelina on his back. This tiny girl was the last of the flower people. All the others had mysteriously disappeared from Fairyland. It makes me sad to think that I'm the only one left, said Thumbelina. Let's look at your baby book, Kittie suggested. That always cheers you up. And Thumbelina has a special baby book all about when she was a tiny baby. It says, I was born in a flower. My first bed was in an acorn, and my first bath was in a teaspoon, because she's so tiny. My best friend is Bluebird. He flies me everywhere. My family is me, my mummy and daddy. I'm adopted and they wanted me so very much. Mummy and daddy chose my name because I'm no bigger than a thumb. And it says here, I don't have wings like the other flower people. And there she is flying on Bluebird here, a little picture of her. The flower festival is my favourite time of year, said Thumbelina. I love dancing among the wildflowers, although I wish there were other flower people to dance with. Kittie gave her a hug. You won't be alone, she said. We'll all be there with you. Thanks, Kittie, said Thumbelina. She showed Kittie all the outfits she'd made for the flower festival. I'm going to Goblin Market tomorrow to sell them, she said. Good luck, said Kittie. The next day, Kittie was putting sweet pea flowers in the sugar plum fairy's hair when Bluebird arrived in a panic. What's wrong? asked Kittie. Has something happened to Thumbelina? Bluebird nodded and tugged her hair. Want me to come with you? Said Kittie. I can't fly on you. I'm too big. I can help with that, said the sugar plum fairy. She waved her wand and Kittie shrank down, down, down until she was small enough to climb onto Bluebird's back. Let's go, she cried. Bluebird flew high over Fairyland, past the meadow of wild flowers, above the woods and all the way to the mountains. And look, we can see a little dragon having a nap on the grass. And somebody might climb that big beanstalk up to the castle. Who do you think that could be? There's Goblin Market, Kittie called, and Bluebird zoomed down. Bluebird landed right in the middle of the market and Kittie rushed through the crowds to Thumbelina's stall. Thumbelina! Kittie called, but there was no answer. I just saw Thumbelina, said Mrs. Field Mouse. She was walking away from the market with the Goblin King. She went that way. Thank you, said Kittie. She ran through the market. and stumbled across the entrance to a deep, dark tunnel. "The Goblin King must be in here," gasped Kitty. Kitty bravely stepped into the tunnel. It was very dark and very narrow. She felt her way along the walls until she came to an opening. Kitty peered through. She took 1, 2, 3 steps into the Goblin King's throne room. The walls were covered in cages, and Kitty could see tiny grey people inside. At the end of the room was a huge throne, and on it sat the Goblin King himself, clapping his hands in glee. "My collection is complete," he cried. "Now I have all the flower people." He opened a bag and pulled out a little person. Kitty stifled a gasp. It was Thumbelina! "You are so little and colourful," he said. "I'll put you in this cage here with the Prince of Flowers." The Goblin King locked the cage. Thumbelina was trapped. The king scuttled off, cackling to himself. And when his footsteps had faded, Kitty crept to Thumbelina's cage. "Kitty," cried Thumbelina, "help!" "Please hurry," said Rowan, the Prince of Flowers. "We're wilting away." "Don't worry, love," said Kitty. "I'm going to set you all free." Kitty took a hairpin out of her tool belt and twisted it into the lock. One by one she opened every cage. "Quick, let's go," she whispered. But just then came the thud of footsteps. Thud, thud, thud. The Goblin King was coming back. "Aha!" cried the Goblin King. He grinned greedily at Kitty. "Another small person for my collection. Excellent." Kitty thought for a moment. She had a very clever idea. "I'm not small enough," she said. "I can't fit into this cage." "Yes, you can," said the king. "Even I can fit in there." "I bet you can't," said Kitty. "I can," said the king. "I'll prove it." What do you think is going to happen? Shall we see? The Goblin King squeezed himself into one of the empty cages. Quick as a flash, Kitty closed the cage door and pulled a ribbon from her belt. "This should hold you till the Fairyland guards get here," she said, tying the ribbon as tightly as she could. "Hurry, everyone!" she shouted. They sped down the tunnel and out into the sunshine, where Bluebird was waiting for them. "Thank you for saving us," said Rowan. He bowed to Kitty. "You are very welcome," replied Kitty. Thumbelina took his hand. "Come and celebrate with us at the flower festival," she said. "But we're all grey from the darkness," said the prince. "It will take months for the sun to bring our colours back." "I can help with that," said Kitty. "Let's fly back to the salon." Kitty and Thumbelina gave everyone a beautiful makeover. Look at all the lovely flowers. There's a lily. And look at these lovely sunflowers and some poppies there. "Come on, everyone," said Kitty. "It's time for the flower festival." And look, Thumbelina's all dressed up for the festival as well. Everyone was amazed to see the flower people in Fairyland again. They clapped and cheered in jubilation. Thumbelina had never been so happy. Her heart spilled over with joy, and all at once, whoosh! 2 beautiful wings blossomed behind her. She laughed in delight and took Rowan's arm, and they danced for hours. Prince Rowan gave Kitty a special crown of daisies. Now everyone will know of your bravery and kindness to the flower people, he said. Hooray for Kitty! Cried Thumbelina, and everyone cheered. And look, there's Kitty with all the different flower fairies, and Thumbelina with her lovely wings. And that's all about Kitty, the Fairytale Hairdresser, and how she helps Thumbelina.
Hello, welcome to the Puffin Draw-Along. My name is Lauren Beard and I am the illustrator of the Fairytale Hairdresser books written by Abie Longstaff. And today I'm going to show you how to draw Kittie Lacey, the heroine of these books. And here she is on the front cover of Thumbelina. And here she is with her pink hair, a little utility belt and her white boots. So what we're going to need today is a pencil, a black marker, a rubber, and then some colours, which you can use any colours you want, felt tips, crayons or anything. So let's get started. Okay, so when I'm drawing I like to see things as shapes, which helps me sort of make up the whole character. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with a circle for the head, the neck, shoulders, line for the body, arm, and legs. So we've got a really simple stick man there, but what we're going to do, we're going to turn this into Kitty by just adding in and filling out. So we're going to fill out the neck like this, the shoulders, the t-shirt here, and don't worry about any mistakes, this is all in pencil, and what we're going to do, we're going to rub this out anyway afterwards. So the t-shirt, the arm that comes down here like so, and a hand up here. She can be holding her comb ready to do the gingerbread man's hair or one of your favourite princesses. There we go. So we've got the comb like so, and then her legs come down here. So you can see I kind of just use the stick man as an outline really. And her boots and her other boot. There we go. So there we've got the basic sort of shape, and we're going to go for a face now. So she has this really big pink quiff like so, and her hair comes down and around. Oh, like nice big flick of the hair there. And a streak, she's famous for a purple streak, and hair on the other side, flick around like that. There we go. And then we'll put in her two eyes, little nose, and a smile there. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the pencil outline, I'm going to take the black pen and I'm going to outline over the pencil. So we just follow this guide. So don't worry if you make any mistakes, I make mistakes all the time. So what we're going to do, we're just going to follow over the hair like so. And it goes a nice flick down. There we go. And then we've got a purple streak again, like so, and follow her face round, and the hair. Okay, and follow the legs down. And we add in details like her belt, because she needs a tool belt to carry all her amazing magical hairdresser equipment. And we'll add in her nice smiling happy face. There we go. And the eyes, like so. And then we've got the outline of Kitty. So I like to rub out the pencil marks. It's up to you though. So you can get rid of those. We've got a nice clean outline then ready to colour. So you can get your colours ready. Okay, so ready for colour. So she's famous for her very cool purple streak in her hair. So we're just going to quickly colour that in purple. And her really cool pink quiff. I'm just colouring in quickly just to show you what you can take your time, and you can use like any colours you like you can use felt tips or paints or pencil crayons or crayons, whatever you like. And you don't have to give it pink hair, you can give it any colour hair you like. And let's see, need a nice blue for her t-shirt. Like so. Dark blue jeans. She has a brown tool belt. And we can even give her some rosy cheeks. There we go. And there you've got it, Kittie Lacey, the Fairytale Hairdresser.